Oh, hi, how are you doing? Whoopsie. I'm just combing my mermaid hair with my Mermaid Hair Don't Care hairbrush that was a gift for me for Christmas, and it comes in very handy, and it's totally right. Mermaid hair, don't care. So today we're here for a live card activation ceremony. So we're going to bless our cards. We're going to do an opening, a blessing, so that we can put our intention into the cards so that we can do readings for ourselves and others for the highest good of all, working with the beautiful mermaid energy. Now, before we start, what I like to do, you can either use a sage, you can light sacred sage, or I have a sanctify sacred space clearing, which I'll just put around now anyway. Oh, it's always wise to employ some kind of protection and clearing when you're doing any type of work, oracle readings, because you're connecting in with spirit. You're connecting in this case, in this instance, with the mermaid energy, which is powerful. It's powerful and it's deep and it's wonderful. And once you surrender to the flow of working with the mermaids, then miracles and blessings will abound. You can really get to the heart of the matter when you're working with messages from the mermaids. So you can probably see a cloud of smoke wafting over. I have my wonderful son Samayan with me, who is going to be, he's passing me the shell. Of course, the sacred sage is in a shell. And first of all, we're going to take our cards and we're just going to let the sage cleanse the box first of all, and then we're going to take the cards out of the deck. And remember, you can watch this back. If you're not doing it right now with me, you can always watch it back after, so you can go through this. I keep things very simple and very heartfelt, so anyone can do this, and it's just a really lovely way to set the tone and the scene for your cards. And I'm really aware that it's getting super smoky in here, but that's good. That is super good because it's sacred sage and it cleanses and has the ability to clear. So we're going to place our cards over the smoke of the sage and just allow the sage to go into the cards, and be careful, don't drop them on the sage. We just do this for a few moments, and while you're doing it, think about the positive intentions that you wish to put into your cards. Now, the cards are obviously already full of magical mermaid energy and watery wisdom from the mermaids. It's about you connecting with your deck. So now, of course, I've already done this with mine, but it doesn't matter how many times you do this, especially if you're working with clients or other people. I know that we can't often work one-to-one now because of the lockdown situation, but even when you're working over Skype or Zoom or email, however you're working, if you're connecting in with somebody else's energy, then it's a really good idea to just clear the cards, not because their energy is not good, but just because it gives you a clean slate before you do a reading for someone else or yourself. So I'm just going to hand this back to my son Samayan. Thank you. Now we have saged our cards. Take the cards in your hands. Now, some people like to knock them, and sometimes I do this, but the mermaid energy is very gentle. So in this instance, it's going to be a gentle activation with the cards. You can hold them however you wish. I would say hold them over your heart chakra area. And I often do it in a kind of prayer position because that just feels comfortable, but you can hold them like this. You can hold them however feels comfortable and right for you. And then you can say what you like, but I am going to say this, which is a very simple thing to say. With water and salt to symbolize sea, mermaid wisdom resides within me. And then just breathe into that for a few moments. And you can feel the gentle waves of magical mermaid energy coming into you, into the cards. Now I'll pop the cards down for a moment. Now what I've done is I've prepared some, it's sea salt on my little mermaid dish here, hope you can see. And I've got some purified water in here, and I'm just going to sprinkle a few drops to merge the water with the salt. And this is your manifestation of the sea. Obviously we can't do this in the sea right now, so we're going to create the atmosphere of the sea using sea salt and purified water. And then we'll give it a little mix around like so, and then take the water, one drop, and place it on your third eye and say once again, with water and salt to symbolize sea, mermaid wisdom resides within me. So may it be. And that is a wonderful, simple way of connecting to the mermaid energy and the wonderful, powerful energy of the sea, of the oceans. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. I hope that this is resonating with you, and I hope that you are enjoying this. It's very simple, but very potent, shall we say. Now we've set the scene. So what I suggest is, before I do readings, individual readings, let's now shuffle our cards, and we'll pull a card for ourselves individually. And if you don't have a deck, then just take the card that I'm pulling. That's totally fine. I know some of you are here for the oracle readings, and some of you don't have a deck, or you don't have your deck yet. And I know many of you here do have your decks, which is why you're here for the activation ceremony. So everything feels like it's slowed down now, and this is the energy of the mermaids. It's very fluid and slow and flowing. It's beautiful. It's very, very special. And I feel so honoured and blessed to be able to share this with you now. Oh, okay, this one wants to come out. Breaking free. Okay. I hope this is the right way round for you, and I hope you can see it okay. Breaking free. So I'll talk about this card, and obviously if you've pulled your own card, then read the meaning, what it means to you, and also use your intuition, because mermaids are very intuitive beings. They flow, they go with the flow, and their intuition flows. Breaking free. Breaking free from any ties that bind us. Any ties from others projected upon us from others, or ties projected upon ourselves from ourselves. We often create restrictions and ties around us that make us feel restricted and make us feel like we're not free, and make us feel like we can't move, like we can't swim in any direction, when actually the opposite is true. Breaking free from ties, ties that are of the mind, ties that come from the mind, therefore they can be released. And we can do this right now in a very, very simple way. I release myself from any ties that are holding me back. I release myself from any ties. I am now free. I release myself from any ties. I am breaking free. I have broken free. I am free. We are all free. No matter what the external circumstances within, we are always free. And when we feel free within, this will flow in an outward way, so that we will also feel free in the world, in our waking realities as well. So I hope that is helpful for you.